Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Factorio Not 15. What we're doing today is some refinery work. So let's go take a peek at our make anything. Hey look, refineries! How many am I going to need? I'm going to need 8, right? So 5, 6, 7, 8. Makes sense to me. And then I'm also going to need some chemical plants, so let's just take all of them for now. What am I going to need for those? I guess 7 or 8 more of them. Whatever. We'll do that. Also, I want some... Probably going to need more underground than this. And some pipe. 100. Good enough for now. You know what? Actually, scratch that. Let's lower this order to 50. They'll fill me up to 100 because they already have the orders in place. But I don't need any more than that because I have the oil center under the logistics coverage. So if I'm up here working, I can still get my supplies as long as I come into the area where I need them. Okay. So how are we going to handle this? I think we're going to expand this just right out in this direction. It only needs to go this low because it needs cracking as well. And it's just going to be 8 more of these guys. Basically the exact same setup that it currently has, except, you know, slightly different. Meaning totally exactly the same, except not exactly the same. Right, ladies and gents? Yeah. No, that's not the button I wanted. I wanted the upgrade planner, which is pole lights. Yes, restore the pole lights. Save changes. And let's go to our upgrade planner, and let's just do this, and boom. Anything that happens to be a electric pole that doesn't have a light in it, well, congratulations, you now have lights in you. Radar, go away. I'll build you again another day. Right there. Now this stuff. Is this necessary for electricity on any of these grids? So... That's power. It's the only link for power going out this way to this wall. It's the only link for power coming up this way to these miners. It's the only link for power coming up this way. It comes down to here and it stops right there. For some reason it just stops in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, it's the only link for power coming up to that wall as well. So yes, this pole right here, the one that I'm standing next to, is the only link for power going a number of directions. So first thing we're going to do here is go ahead and stick a RoboPort construction order to build a lighted electric pole right there. Oh shit, that's not going to work. Will it? Is that actually in the construction radius of these ports? No, it's not. Okay, never mind then. It's not going to build that. Okay, well, no redundancy for the time being then. I'm just going to, you know, build these out, basically. So you build up to there, and then you need to get up there to power that. Then all of this stuff is connected, or is disconnected rather now. So let's power you off of this one here. That makes sense to me. Everything is connected again. And I think that links everything up. I don't think there's anything that's disconnected as a result. Also, this is good and powered now. This will be powered again. If we take a peek here, did it have a good little break? Can't tell because it's barely producing anything because I don't need grenades and all that kind of crap very often. Actually, that also supplies plastic, but plastic doesn't devour as much coal as some things in the game nowadays do. Okay. So let's lay this down, and we are going to put... That's not a refinery, that's a chemical plant. That's a refinery right there. Like that is decidedly not big enough to be a refinery. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fits nicely, actually. Fits very nicely. I'm quite pleased with that. And for the back plane... we are just going to copy-paste some shit. I should delete that intersection because that intersection blueprint is totally not needed. But for the time being, let's just copy paste this like so. Is that gonna work? Yeah, that'll work. And we'll run it in just like this. And I'm gonna have to make some adjustments to that, obviously. Let's put these up and running. So this outer one here, I don't have supplies for these two, really? Or did the base bots get ordered to build those? The base bots probably got ordered to build those. Yep, they did. Okay, it's going to take a while for them to get there then. So you're going to eradicate that. So yeah, you're going to get water and this in. And we're good all the way down here. And okay, it's just literally just merging straight across, which is exactly what we wanted. I don't have a water well on me. Get me just one of those. Actually, I don't even need a water well. Never mind. I can just take this water. It'll be fine. There's going to be more than enough here. Like, look, it's not even producing right now. We're getting nowhere near capacity on this water. Only issue is I do need to take 2 steps to merge it in. And then you are going to need to come down. Ooh. Ooh, that makes this just a little ugly. That makes it a little ugly, and my OCD does not like that. So we're going to do this. Okay, so these guys are supplied with oil. They're supplied with the water. And they are going to get themselves some electric poles. And we're going to connect the power in this direction, I think. Instead of connecting it off of this thing, just because that sort of keeps the oil build all together. You know what I mean? And now let's just copy the lower section here, and we'll paste it as well. And when I say let's copy and paste the lower section, I mean let's copy it, and then we're going to get rid of a whole bunch of crap on these blueprints. Yeah, so you're not going to want any of this stuff. So I'm going to have to fix that manually. And that. You know, it would almost be easier just to copy a single one of these and then just paste it a number of times over, wouldn't it? Oh well. So it's going to receive from this side, and then it's going to put out on this side. No, it's not. And this one's going to receive from this side and put out on this side. No, it's not. Then this one's going to receive from this side. Very good. Okay. Let's put this down now and see where we go from there. And again, it's going to send base bots to build some of this stuff because, you know, it's hopeless. So this is going to merge over. That's fine. Let's connect this guy into there. And you don't need to be two-sided. So this is one-sided on this. This is two-sided, 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 and you are two-sided, but you don't need to be. Okay, there we go. So this is now a fully contained setup. And we're basically going to do the exact same thing here, right? I guess we could have actually kept that then. Whoopsie daisy. Looks like we replaced our blueprint book. Okay, so let's take this and connect something like that. Create this blueprint, and let's place these guys down now. No, Logibots! I'm sorry! I'm so sorry. Okay, so you guys are going to want to connect like this. And I think that is actually going to do it properly too. Let's get all these things laid out and let's see if that's going to work correctly. So some of this stuff is outside of the construction radius, so my bots have to take care of that, but some of these got reserved by base bots. On the bright side, the base bots are nice and close, so they took care of it. We do need overflow valves, and we don't actually have... That's outside of construction zone. This one is inside of it. There should be a bot heading towards this with an overflow valve. The other one is not, and can I build one with the materials that I have on me right now? I can indeed, so I'm going to. Yeah, so my bot placed that. There should be a base bot coming for this one, because that is totally in the build zone. See? See, that is totally in the build zone. Oh, maybe I haven't actually set up. It's possible I haven't actually set up production on it yet. Yep, nope, no base bot came for it. Okay, so what's going to happen here is, as you know from before, this is going to send its crap into here. It's going to send into here if we have more than 80% charge in the system, and it'll fill up this. This is going to get light, which is going to output light back into the system here. And then it's going to get its light from this. This is, again, overflow valve. If it's over 80%, it'll flood into here, which will fuel these up, which looks good. That's going to connect through to all of them. Yes, it is. This is going to connect through to all of them. Yes, it is. So all they need is water, and then they have petroleum output. So let's make that happen. Let's make this water connection happen, and all of these crackers should be good to go. So we're just going to do that, and then we're going to connect you like so. And let's give you a... I still have a pipe, right? Yes, 42 of them, in fact. That's water. These crackers are up and running. This cracker doesn't need to run yet because we don't have enough heavy in the system. And we've cracked the light down to the point where that can't happen. Okay, I think we're good. I think this is all set up and good to go now. Of course, all we need is... Well, we need to reconnect this petroleum into that petroleum line. That's one thing we need to do. But then we need to connect the petroleum line into this tank for petroleum as well. And where do we want to do that? We're actually in line with that. So we can pop it out here and run down into there. That makes sense to me. Petroleum, what do I want to do? Come here and then down, and then we just go through, I guess. We still have 8 undergrounds, so this should be enough to make this happen. We're going to put you there. That'll get this petroleum flowing. That'll get those guys cracking a little bit more as well. You're going to go to here. And then we're going to connect into there. And then these should be running full blast. They are running full blast indeed. And once this builds up enough heavy oil, it should start cracking heavy oil. So currently this setup will be 100% petroleum. The only question about this is, do I want it to be 100% petroleum, or do I want it to have the ability to feed this heavy oil system as well? I think I want it to have the ability to feed this heavy oil system as well. Am I inside the Loginet? I am. Good. So I'm going to get resupplied with these undergrounds in a second, because I'm going to need them. I think I want this to be able to supply the heavy oil system as well. So what we're going to do is just run a quick underground like so. And that merges the two heavy systems together, so they will crack off of each other if they can. If they can't crack off of each other, we do have more heavy oil production here to feed lubricant if we need more lube in the future. There. Good. And the light oil systems, no, I'm not going to merge the light systems, I don't think. Is it worth merging the light oil systems? I really, really feel like it's not. If I wanted to merge them, where would I do it? Whoops. That's not the right thing to click on. This is the right thing to click on. I could do it here. Yeah, technically I can do it. I can do it like that. So if we want to merge the lights, I guess we can do it. It allows them to team crack, but the team cracking isn't necessary because they are in perfect ratio already anyway. They would have worked as isolated systems. What it will allow us to do, though, is supply the flamethrower fuel with more light, potentially, if we need to. If we need lots of flamethrower fuel for the future. It is here, right? It's not just like... I think this one is... Yeah, this one is incorrectly built as well. It needs a signal there and a signal there. So it's possible that a train could potentially get stuck there someday, but it isn't, so... Yeah, no, all of these are fine. This is actually stuck here. Why? Oh, one's a supply train, one's a garbage train. Is this the garbage train? Yeah, this is the garbage train, this is the supply train. The garbage train stays for 30 seconds, and then he exits. He should be able to get out. Why isn't he has no fuel? How the fuck does he not have fuel? Did it seriously take an entire thing of fuel just to go to every one of those bases and then go back to base? Or did I not set a base to supply you with fuel? I could see myself... No, I'm definitely supplying you with fuel at base. Huh. Well, that's a slight issue, isn't it? The longer that we wait, the longer this one's going to just burn all of its stuff as it sits here as well. Okay, well, I'm going to have to get out there, and I'm going to have to fix that. So, I don't consider it a super huge high priority at the moment, but we are going to have to get there eventually. So we are now making significantly more petroleum. Very good. We're making it non-stop here. Why are you backed up? Because we're out of crude, that's why. Okay, so we are actually in need of some crude. That's no problem. Do I have pump jacks on me at the moment? I do not. Let's fix that situation too while we're out here. Let's just grab 20 pump jacks from the system, and we're going to expand our oil up here. We have a ton more oil patches, and they're all very rich, so shouldn't be a problem. Come on. Come on, pump jacks, where are you? Robots! You should not be in disguise. You should be bringing me pump jacks. This is why we need more robot speed research done. Anyway, there they are. The pump jacks have arrived. Once this is all taken care of, I think what we're going to do is set up some logistics-based plastic creation so that we don't have to have a coal line coming into them. We'll just use chests for it. There's no reason not to. Let's get rid of this order because I don't need more pump jacks after this. And let's get this stuff connected, shall we? So that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Let's get these all connected. And by connected, I mean we're literally just going to pipe them together. We're not going to do any clever connections or stuff like that here. We are just going to run a whole bunch of pipes and connect these guys together. These ones here, we'll get an underground pipe to connect into that because it would be silly to run a giant freaking pipe like that. But otherwise, we're going to have super rudimentary connection to all of these. Like that. Okay, undergrounds. Can you reach? You can. Nicey, nice. You can reach to there, and then you can just connect in like that. So this whole patch is connected. Then you can reach into that. We will underground you like so, and then we will underground you like so. Okay, everything we just built is connected. Now let's power it all up. And for that, we're going to use substations because I like my lighted substations. I'm a fan of lighted substations. There we go. Confirming, yes, everything is all connected. Everything, well, this, oh no, that one's connected. Everything's all powered up. It's all connected to oil. Yeah, okay, cool. There's a pipe just, you know. Oh, it does have oil flowing through it. I was like, it doesn't have oil in it. But no, it does. It's just, you know, the color is weird to see. All right, so that is going to produce much more crude. Hopefully enough to get us taken care of here. Oh, wait, did I actually connect this into the... Nope. Tee-hee-hee, I connected it all together all right, but I never actually connected it into the oil system. So let's take care of that as well, shall we? Right here is probably the best place to connect it, so let's just go underground to there. And then you're not going to be an underground here, you're going to be an underground here, and you're going to be a regular pipe right there. Done. Okay! Now the oil flow is at full blast, and now these refineries should kick off. Yeah, they're filling up very well. Is the second set? Yes, the second set is good too. Good! We are increasing in petroleum, which is fantastic. To me, that means we are able to run these facilities at full blast now again. And I'm going to need to expand the plastic production. So, we are in logistics network up here. Barely, the plastic at least, but we are. I'm thinking what we're going to do, since I have coal and logistics over here, we are just going to rip apart this plastic production and build again. And yeah, I'm going to need to take this apart too, and take this apart. I have sulfuric acid running right through this, also lubricant, so I want to be careful that I don't take apart either of their things. I'm pretty sure by the looks of it that I'm not in this case. Yeah, no, we should be good there. We are breaking power coming out here though, so let's just quickly connect that. Sulfuric acid is still connected, lubricant is still connected, and this petroleum line is the orphaned connector as a result of all of that. Okay, so I have 6 chemical plants. I'm going to need a few more than 6, so let's order up a couple more. I'm going to order up to 10, and I'm going to have to put some more down again. Actually, no, we're actually going to order right up to 20. So, how we want to put these chemical plants down, I think they're going to go something along the lines of... that's where the petroleum line is going to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of want to have 7 of them. I think we're going to do it. We are going to bust this coal line in order to make it happen. And when I say we're going to bust this coal line, I don't mean we're going to, you know, bust this coal line. I just mean we're going to slightly adjust this coal line. Have I reached those new chemical plants yet? Where are they? Come on. Come on, I ordered up 20. Where are they? Am I not in the LogiNet? I should be in the LogiNet. I definitely create chemical plants. I did put them on construction. I took them from the construction. Bring me my chemical plants! Here they are. Took you guys long enough. Player's inventory is full, whatever. Okay, so 1 more there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right there. I can't put them back because my inventory is full. So, we're just gonna trash them now. I was all, bring me my chemical plants, and now I'm like, okay, I don't actually care enough. So, plastic. Again, we don't have beacons or any of that access yet, so we're doing this with a very primitive system. But I'm okay with that. I'm not... Fuck, I keep clicking in the wrong spot. Do I still order up? No, I ordered 50. I don't order 100 of those. Okay. So yeah, we are still going to connect into here. And in all honesty, do I really want to put undergrounds on this side? Not really. We'll use underground belts on the other side to bring our plastic through. Okay, this will be fine. We're just going to use a straight pipe on this side then to load up the petroleum. And then what we're going to do is put chests on this side, and they will be requester chests in the middles. Every single one of them is going to have their own requester chest. This is a bit of a problem. I think I can still work with that there. I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem, but that is a slight problem. And I got plenty of you guys, so let's lay you down. Very good. And I think what we're going to do is run belts underneath you. And what speed is this going to need to be? You're going to produce 2 plastic bars every 1 second, working at a 1.25 speed. So it's actually going to be a little bit better than 2 every 1 second. So the fact that there's 14 of you means you are going to be making 28 of them, except you're actually going to be making a little more than 28 of them, which means you're potentially better than a red belt. So we are going to make you a blue belt, which is good because I don't want to be making red belts these days if I don't need to. And how did I want to do this? I don't need to go under you, do I? Let's do it anyway. We're going to go underneath all of these chests. And we're going to loop around. And you actually need to go under this pipe as well, which is silly, but whatever. And then you're going to merge, and then we're going to run down this belt over here. Okay. Works for me. Let's connect the blues in on this. Do I want it there? No, you know what? We're going to put it over here. And then we're going to move you down like this, and then we're going to move you in like this, and like that, and we'll merge you two together onto a single line. We're not going to use side loading. We're going to use a splitter to make sure we get this loaded properly, because you can't achieve full compression with side loading. This isn't going to fully compress a blue belt anyway, but you can't achieve full compression with side loading. One way or the other, whether you want to or not, it cannot happen. So, and since this one blocks here, I think we're actually just going to get rid of this. And then this does not need to be an underground belt. This can just be a regular belt for the first one, and there we go. Okay, and now we need some blues to output plastic onto each of these lines, like so. And then we need some power to run this whole thing. The poles are just completely demented, but I'm okay with that for now. I could fix those in the future if I want to. And we're going to take some coal. Actually, how much coal does it need? It uses 1 coal per craft. You know what? We are going to put an entire stack of coal for each one of these then. I was like, do I want 2 stacks of coal? Do I want 100 coal in all these or no? No, we don't need 100 coal. I am going to put 1 full stack for each of them though. And then we're going to need to roboport this and get this into our network. Yeah, that should cut it. I have more roboports here. We're never going to have, well, this first little batch is going to have a whole bunch of stuff here. So you know what? Let's build a few more roboports here for charging purposes. And there we go. That should get the plastic up and running, and we should have some good throughput. This breaks down into a single red belt coming up. I understand that. We should probably upgrade that. Let's go to the upgrade planner and restore red to blue, which restores loaders as well. I can't put loaders into the upgrade planner for any of the other colors, because if you put a yellow loader in the upgrade planner, it seems to crash the mod, and then the game crashes and you have to reload and all that nonsense, and it's really irritating. I just did a red to blue upgrade, did I not? No, this was the electric poles. Red to blue, save changes. There we go. Let's just go right down here to where this underground belt happens, and then we'll fix that from there. Boom, done. This does split off again later on, and when it splits, we can keep it as reds afterwards. Let's just make this main trunk line that feeds in, we'll make it blue for now. So blue right up to there, and then it splits here. And we'll make this a blue splitter. I guess I could have used the upgrade planner for this too. We'll make a blue splitter here, and then it'll split into reds here, and we'll just maintain the reds. Okay. So now, we technically have enough plants producing plastic in order to supply ourselves here. But that might not mean that we have enough petroleum generating. We might be, you know, overtaxing our petroleum supply. Although, not ridiculously heavily at the moment. So that is going to dramatically increase our red circuit production, at least until we see what our throughput issues might be, because we might have introduced throughput issues as a result of this. But for the time being, this should dramatically increase our red circuit production. They need the same amount of plastic as they need greens, right? Yes, they do. Okay. So they are all starting to go. They are all starting to go. Yeah, the throughput on these belts is plenty, and they are at full blast now. They're at full chooch. So red circuits are going as hard as they can. Hopefully this will help increase the amount of modules we end up making. I have 36 here, and there are 36 orders to pull them out. So yes, we're still using every one that we're making. But throughput, oh yeah, check that out. Fully saturated lines. Because these lines are fully saturated, the plastic belt is now backing up, and because the plastic belt is now backing up, some of these factories that don't need to run are going to stop running, and once they stop running, we're going to stop pulling petroleum for them, and yeah, oh god, yeah, look at that. We just devoured 10,000 petroleum in no time flat. So yes, if we want these to run at full blast, we are definitely going to need to get them backed up, so that only the ones that need to run are going to need to run. And yes, all the refineries are not producing. You're not producing because you're too heavy on heavy. Why are you too heavy on heavy? Because we're too heavy on light. Why are we too heavy on light? You should never get too heavy on light. I have an underground going into a underground here is why. Okay. That was a flaw. Did anybody catch that flaw? Well, there we go. We caught that flaw. So we had an underground going into an underground, which meant that this cracker was not cracking. So we ended up getting too heavy on heavy. It should be impossible for us to get too heavy on heavy. But now we are cracking at full blast. Both of these are cracking, and this is actually more than enough cracking, so we will deplete our heavy stocks. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Also, we're going to make lubricant, and that'll deplete our heavy stocks as well. It's just a matter of time. And we could pick up some flamethrower fuel, and that'll deplete our heavy and light stocks. It's just a matter of time. Assuming everything is set up right. Yeah, this heavy is good, this light. So only one of the crackers was working is what the problem was. Okay. So we are producing petroleum again at full speed. All of the crackers, well, a couple of them aren't working, but they're not working because they're not getting enough light oil. Why are they not getting enough light oil? Because this only works when we're at 80%. And we're not making enough to keep them there consistently. That's fine. It's because we're making flamethrower fuel. Because flamethrower fuel gets priority over that stuff. So that's fine. That still means petroleum is working at full blast. Although technically not, because, you know, we could have used light for it. And we're still depleting a little bit, but that's okay because these guys are now backed up. This whole top row isn't even working anymore. So we're going to get a better picture of how much plastic and therefore how much petroleum we actually need. Take a look at that. Half of this belt is going full blast. So we're basically using 20 plastic a second. And that a red belt would actually cover. We could have used a red belt if that was the case. But, I mean, that's 2 rows of it though. So yeah, we need the blue belt if we're going to go at maximum throughput on this. Also, we are starting to increase. We still have orders, the pickup orders, 108 of 108 basically. So we're still using everyone that we're producing, but the numbers are increasing slightly. So that means we are probably producing a few more modules now. Let's actually go and end this episode by taking a peek at what our module counts are at now. Do not expect them to be more than like 2 or 3 of each kind, guys. Solar. Oh my god! 500, that's 5,000 regular solar panels. Jesus God. And accumulators are getting there as well. That's nice. We'll be able to build some solar arrays soon. Yeah, so more of these factories are running now. We have 11 speed module 3s and 7 efficiency module 3s. So the thing about that is, I'm now able to build a Power Armor Mark II. The problem with that is that Power Armor Mark III does not need a Power Armor Mark II to build, so we're not going to waste those modules on a Mark II. We're just going to go straight for the Mark III because we have access to all of the materials we need for it now. We just need some more modules. I think Power Armor Mark III, and I might mod this. Well, no, it's not worth modding myself because we're at the point where we can do this already. Excuse me. I think it would be better suited if it was an upgrade from Mark II. That way you had to build a Mark II because okay, so it needs advanced circuits. Oh, it needs another material that Mark IIs don't need. Oh, whoop-de-fucking-do. You need advanced circuits to get efficiency module 3s and speed module 3s and processing units already anyway. So it's not an additional resource that's needed. It's a resource that is actually a lower tier than the other resources. So it's pointless. Like, that's a bad recipe is what it is. Whereas if you see this, like, Power Armor, yeah, okay, Power Armor uses processing units and electric engines. That's a big fucking deal. Power Armor Mark II, though, needs Module 3s and processing units. Well, processing units, we need it here, but Module 3s are a step forward, right? And then the Mark IV, like, if all you're going to do is... This is Mark III, this is Mark IV. If all you're going to do is cost the exact same materials you already have, you might as well use one of the previous thing as well. That way it's just upgrading it. This needs fusion batteries, reactors. I have access to all that. And low density structure. Holy crap. That is actually a big step forward. I mean, we could have launched a rocket by now, but no, because that's not our objective. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. That's our module count currently after 1 episode of creating them, and our solar panel count. So we're going to start working on our solar arrays soon. And that is oil fortified. Probably not enough, but enough to, jumpstart our system at least. Thank you for tuning in. I hope to see you again next time. I've been Liz. Bye-bye. Before we leave, real quick, bonus content. Let's not be stupid. I guess we don't need it like that. I guess we can make do with yellow. Super duper quiet. We want to be sneaky because I don't want everybody to be like, hey Liz, you disconnected your coal and then you didn't connect it up again. And your entire base is going to collapse. Well, no, only my plastic will collapse because, well, plastic and grenades and stuff, because I didn't do that. So they need coal. They're getting it from logistics. They're getting it from this storehouse. This storehouse gets its coal off of this belt. Guess what? Look how depleted it is. Yeah. Anyway, done. See you later.